What's up, guys? It is Sam here, and I wanted to talk about making decisions and how that impacts us in the future. Sounds super ambiguous, but make sure you press that red subscribe button just like this pen cap, and you'll be notified next time I post a new video if you press the bell notification next to the subscribe button. Alright, so there's think of like decisions in terms of long term versus short term, like myopic, very short term, versus the longer term nature or planning for the future. Or if you're trying to achieve something in life and you purposefully make the decision to not take the step forward to, right, say if you're trying to prepare for something physical, or say you're trying to lose some weight, right? And you know that what you tell yourself your objective is to lose some fat, right? But yet you still go out with friends and drink beers all night, or you go have that extra cheeseburger and fucking fries. And there's nothing wrong with that, but just think about the decisions, right? And if you took the aggregate, so think of this in the holistic, right? We're going to zoom out. You know those videos where you're like zoomed in really close? You're like looking at the Sharpie, right? And you're looking at this really closely and you get to see the granular nature of the actual side of this pen, and you get to see that scratch right there on the Sharpie letters, right? You're in like that, and then we're going to zoom out, and then we're up here in the sky and we're looking at it like that. And that's your life. Right? And you're looking down at your life, and think about that as the macro. So, micro, we're fucking looking at the granular nature of this plastic on this pen here. And then the macro is we zoom out, and we get to see the whole entire picture. So, think of that in terms of those decisions. Now, if you were to take one of those micro decisions, one of those tiny, itty bitty little decisions that doesn't really have any type of impact, but at the same time it does, right? It's an oxymoron. Nothing matters and yet everything matters, and nothing matters and yet everything matters. Like, those are both true. Like, how the fuck are they both true? So if you take a micro decision every single day, like whether you're trying to make more money, whether you're trying to have a more passionate relationship, whether you're trying to lose weight, get a six-pack, achieve something else. If you make one of the micro decisions to do the thing that's going to require a little bit more self-control, a little bit more willpower, challenge you a little bit more, right? Instead of going out with your buddies and drinking 9 fucking beers, maybe start with a giant glass of water and then have 4 beers, right? Or something like that. Or instead of having the burger and fries, make a conscious decision to not have the fries. Just have the burger, right? If you're trying to lose weight and you're going to go do 10 minutes in the and while you're doing cardio, make a conscious decision to do an extra 3 minutes. If you want to make more money, make a conscious decision to add more value at the workplace. Or make 4 more phone calls if you're doing sales. Or do that one thing that you don't really want to do, and you just keep putting it off. And as you do this every day, like the individual little tiny one thing doesn't really have much of an effect. But it's the aggregation of all those tiny little micro decisions that add up to looking at that macro to see what you've been able to build. And that takes a long time. It takes a long time to build, but the more consistent you are with making those micro decisions every single day to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve, like having the self-awareness, you have to have a foundation of self-awareness to understand what it is that you want. Like, do you want that nice Ferrari just because somebody else has it, or do you want it because it's going to really bring you value in life? Or maybe there's something else that actually does bring you more value in life. Just understand yourself and the things that you value in life. But taking those tiny little steps every day allows you to move much more closer to that macro view of seeing what you're focusing on. And that's why so many people just get lost in the minutia of fucking like looking at things like this and thinking they're not making results, or that it's going to take forever to reach their goals, or whatever the case is. But if they just take a step to look out, right? You got to be like this every day. This is how it is in life. It's right in front of you every single day. There's that fucking burger. There's those fries every single day. They're right in fucking front of you. But then for a microsecond, you look up here and you look at from the clouds or wherever you want to look at it, and you see where you're going, right? And you're like, no, I don't need that. I'm going to choose what I want in the long run. And once you do that enough times, after a while, you start to see that the things you said back here, in terms of, I'm not going to do that, or I'm going to do that, or I'm going to achieve this, and you started making those micro decisions here, depending on how much you push into it and how far into the future you go, you get to see the results of all those micro decisions in the past, because they've started to add up to shape who you are in terms of the character you have, in terms of the person that you're becoming, the person that you want to become, the things that you want to achieve in life. Anyways, appreciate you guys. Make sure you press that thumbs up button and share this video with somebody else who you think might get value from this video. Let me know down below in the comments what are those things that you struggle with? What are those things that you wanna or you're going to change? But don't just tell me. Just do it. Don't leave a comment down below. Just fucking go out and do you. Do your make those decisions to make your life better. Nobody else is gonna make your life better but you. Peace.